I can't post it until Hank accepts it.
You should. Well, you should post it earlier, and then.
How am I supposed to post it if it ain't live, you idiot?
Well, if you post it earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's how it works.
You should have went live like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah. Fucking vagina. Dude, I was on my fucking meme game today. People I just get so many memes throughout the day.
Man, I've just been being petty all day.
I know, you're finding people on the internet and fucking finding people's addresses and fucking showing them your wiener. Are we live?
Yes.
Yeah, he's been doing all that.
Oh, rip.
Or at least just out here bounty hunting, I guess.
Dude, but no, I just...
Hartman, tell us about your weekend.
Yeah, Hartman.
We will get to that. I just want to say one thing for all the trolls listening out there. Never give your address. I'll call your dad. Okay. Or Arlie will. One of us will call your dad. Yeah, one of us will call your dad if you're being mean to people, so watch out out there.
Does anybody ever notice Arlie kind of laughs like a fucking autistic Teletubby?
It's like he's got a fucking Velcro helmet on.
Okay, it already got approved.
Oh shit, we're actually official. We're actually live.
Yeah, that's good. Welcome to the podcast where me and Arlie got knocked out first round.
Fucking right, man.
Do you want to get right into that? You want to get right into how much I suck?
We might as well get the elephant out of the room early. Man, Vegas such a great team, man. They came out of the gates and they just buried us last week. A lot of respect for Chris Bailey and his squad. I hope they do the same thing to San Jose this week. So.
Well, on the flip side, I have zero respect for the Rangers.
Oh yeah,
Obviously.
Obviously,
in the final game, they made me take a picture of my party to make sure that I wasn't like second tagging or something. I've never been accused of second tagging like that. They made me take a picture of my party between the first and second, and they said that after I said, okay, everything good, he said, yeah, it was Harbeck's thing, and he fucking just pinned it on Harbeck. The cockiest, sleaziest, dumbest cunt out there.
Must have been your season 2 Norris candidacy for that.
I know. Who do you think I was going in for? Fuck.
Well, I think everybody's brackets are now broken thanks to Hartman losing, so good job, Hartman, dumbass.
Pretty much.
Hartman losing,
there
man.
is...
My guys laid an egg.
I played one game, and I lost.
That one was a toss-up, though. I mean, a lot of people were kind of split between that one, but...
Man, Vegas is really, really solid, man. Vegas is just not appreciated enough, man. You know, it's true in the league when you say that you can't overlook anybody, and man, that Vegas team, they're
oh, it's true when all I want to say is anyone who got Peyton CMAS, they made the playoffs immediately. They were not first place teams. My trade got rejected. Ottawa's trade got rejected. San Jose's team got rejected. All even trades, but they end up on those teams. What the fuck?
What had got rejected?
We all made moves for CMAS and Sens Hockey. Every trade that a good team made, got rejected.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Washington trade for CMAS, I think that player was never active.
Okay, you just get all these players on great teams, and the only trade that was approved all season for Ottawa, they got a goalie because theirs got banned. Like, yeah, they're a great team, but like. Okay, like, just because I was decent, I wasn't allowed to get better. Cool.
Well, and that's something I've never understood, and I'm just gonna at least voice my opinion a little bit here. It's like, what do you guys think of the? What do you guys? Well, I always do, but anyway, what do you guys think?
Where we landed,
point of trade is to get better, right?
Yeah.
You're either upgrading or you're downgrading, but getting assets for next season.
Exactly.
But when two good teams trade, you're upgrading. You're giving people that play. When a player doesn't report like that after the fact, and the team makes the playoffs, it's like, who's holding whose dick there?
Oh yeah, and I don't agree with that, but
like I made a trade with Dallas when like they were about to fold, and I was setting them up for the future. Like I gave them like 2 picks and a D pair that was going to be active, and everyone was questioning the D pair's availability. Hartman can confirm that
Outlaw had perfect availability when he came
yeah,
there.
But
he
who
played
are
all
you
the late
trying to
games
get from
and
Dallas? So who are you trying to get from them?
I made a trade. It was like Tristy and a pick for Campo, I think, and then Outlaw for CMS.
Man,
Outlaw
I
for
I
CMS.
cannot.
Outlaw for
Yeah.
CMS,
Yeah,
man,
but what
if
picks
you
though?
would've
Outlaw
picked-
for CMS is highway robbery.
Yeah, but what picks? How many owners actually return? Like, you guys are harping on picks. Are all you guys coming back? Are you guys all coming back as owner? How important is a pick actually?
It's true. I mean, I guess they don't want to have like the new owners
in
like
that
screwed over. I guess.
situation, though,
But
Hartman, that team is like
That's all they need is picks.
Yeah.
Man,
That's all they need is to grow.
I'm not gonna get over at all this year the trade, the General Rico trade, where he goes to Columbus for the goalie Chachi, and then they return him. They get him back for a third like a week later. Okay. Then we just let that go.
that was a fun one. That was a fun one. Chachi's a good
Okay.
guy though.
Yeah, Chachi's a great guy. Happy he made it back.
Good guy, but he's not General Rico.
I know. Listen, I'm just I don't want to get into like going over all the trades. I'm just saying that like there's got to be a way for good teams to get better, like the legal in public kind of way. Like the only way to get better right now it was through waivers and or you make a blockbuster trade that gets rejected 37 times before you get there.
Man, let me tell you, that waiver system this year really helped a lot of teams out. Man, that waiver system was great for.
Because I wasn't allowed to make a trade.
Yeah,
A
you
lot
had
of-
to get creative.
I had to use waivers.
yeah,
A lot of
that's-
teams
that's-
really missed out, man. A lot of teams there was a lot of good waiver players out there that those teams just did not take advantage of, and a lot of them suffered from it. But I guess that really just shows the experience, and who knows what.
Wait, Jason, do you want to come play goalie for me? I need a goalie for sixes.
Oh yeah, I have nothing better to do right now.
Yeah, go practice, Jason. Thanks.
Well, I've been practicing all day with Jim and Peters.
If the people that's playing Datsy's listen, shoot short side.
There's someone on me.
Ooh.
Yeah, that hasn't.
Arlie's giving out the cracks already at Jason L.
Got it.
Hey, I mean, he's not wrong.
I didn't say he was.
Roof.
There's one of TJ's sneak
Got him.
Okay, so, you guys want to get into the next round, or?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
down here.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm killing everything, Arlie. Don't you see this?
Or did you guys want to recap last round quick? Or...
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, let's recap last round, and then we'll move to the second.
Just we'll go west to east.
Thank you.
So in the west, San Jose swept Edmonton. It was a pretty quick series.
Easy.
Yeah, easy for the boys is a good way to put it. I'm just trying to be humble, but yeah, easy's a good way to put it. Colorado smoked Calgary. Vegas upset Chicago, and then the
Nobody wins
boys.
bracket.
The boys.
It wasn't a huge upset. It was like everyone knew it could happen, but I just don't think anyone really
Expected it that bad.
And then
How do you think their next round's gonna be after that?
Well, hold on, we'll get there, idiot.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm ADD.
And then the boys,
He
the
said page
boys,
points to go on.
the
My
boys
Ritalin
on
at the
LA
quarantine, I
won
can't
it.
get it.
What's that?
I said the boys on LA won.
Yeah, baby.
Surprisingly.
I wouldn't say it was surprisingly. I
Surprising.
I would've went 6
It's just
7.
kidding.
No,
It went
6.
6. Vancouver was a good team.
Who you guys
no,
got
they-
next round?
We got Colorado this round.
That'll be a good
Okay.
series.
series go between Colorado and Calgary.
5.
5.
5, okay, yeah. I figured they'd steal a game or maybe 2.
In the East, Ottawa, of course. Hank's dreams of winning an FB Cup still are not going to happen.
Hey, I can't even really say anything to Hank about that, man. Put in 8 years, 8 seasons here, man, and man, still can't get one.
Columbus
Wow.
won in good fashion.
I would just like to say, like, in our series against Washington, after game 1, we beat CMS and Jedi, which they had a good lineup, and Jedi, we had him on our, well, I guess I wasn't on the team yet, but Kevin and Rachel had him on St. Louis last season, and he was really toxic, so we got rid of him, but after game 1, I messaged Hank, and I was like, So, has Jedi left the team Discord yet? Or, like, the team chats, whatever? And he's like, no, Jedi's under good control, like, he's changed, he's a good guy, and Game 4, when we swept them, Jedi was gone in the third period.
That sounds about right.
I think you have a habit of doing that to people.
Playoff Datsy, man.
Yeah, playoff Datsy, just 30 times better.
I only had like 3 points in the first round.
Yeah, I'll have to give it Edmonton a lot of
man,
credit
as long as you win the
because,
games, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, heck, I think we outscored
That's my
them by
philosophy, but I get called a shitter.
Yeah, because you are.
They stuck it through.
Sorry. Don't shut up.
Jason, your mic's super low today for some reason.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
okay.
I'm like, my mic's. Let's see if I can turn the volume up.
God
Does that work?
damn it.
Oh, did I ruin it? Oh, sorry. You guys should have told me.
Oh, I'm playing like an idiot on MLB, swinging that dumb shit.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter in playoffs. As long as you win games, it doesn't really matter how many points you
Didn't they complain about
Like
you playing
when
MLB in the last podcast?
I turned the volume down. Keegan, I just want to make it known that Jason said last week that your guys' series would come down to goaltending,
Oh, I know. I'm well aware.
and Keegan is the GOAT.
Yeah.
Looks like the goaltending did prevail.
And
You
I don't
know,
know how
I-
Jason can say Vancouver goaltending's better than LA's.
Yeah, I took that a lot into consideration, and nothing against Jason, you know.
I love when a sentence starts with that.
I was just mind boggled a little bit. Vancouver had great goaltending. I say their biggest issue was defense. A lot of games we outscored them, but even in tight games that we lost, you know, we lost a game 3-2 in overtime. That game, we faced, I think, 34 or 35 shots, and Keegan made 31 saves out of them. You know, every game, whether it was a blowout or not, Keegan
got
and
one over
Corey
here.
were there to play on their heads, and they really showed, you know, who the better goaltending was and the better team in the end.
I was really surprised that Vancouver never played these Nets. He's on our team at the beginning of the season. And I can't remember who we dropped him for. I think it was like Chippy.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he never even got a game in.
I have some insight about that, Datsy. I'll tell you later. I'm not gonna put that out here in this.
Are you shook?
Just for respect out of Vancouver, I just won't put that in here.
Arlie's shook.
Arlie's always shook.
Kind of like in Mono.
Oh,
Harry,
God, Harry's
this is the
here.
wrong time. You're about to. It's not going to be nice.
Hey,
Yeah, no,
Harry, Harry,
we got
what's
a
the
lot of-
shape of Italy?
I don't know. I'm not very smart.
It's a boob.
Well, I
Get
know.
out of here.
Ooh, that sucks.
What a
Is it really
dick.
the shape of a boot?
Yeah.
It is.
Ooh.
No, we both are.
Oh.
That was just Perry the Goat coming in to chirp Arlie real quick. Nice surprise.
That's usually how it
Later,
goes.
nerd.
Later, nerd, yeah. Pretty much.
Back to playoffs. Columbus beat Pittsburgh pretty easily. Detroit.
Way to go, man. Way to go, Bryn, man. I just love that Columbus team, man. They're just such a Cinderella team. I just want them to go so far.
Detroit beat New Jersey in 5. Datsy called it. The game that Guy played, they won. New Jersey.
Pretty, yeah.
They should play him more. I don't know why they did not play him as much. I really don't understand.
Yeah,
But
he made himself available.
And then Hartman lost to the Rangers because his goalie wanted to watch Netflix.
That's really why. Cuddy messaged me last minute and he's like, hey, I need to watch Netflix with my family. And I'm like, great, then I guess I have to fucking play net. I wanted to pull an Arlie the whole series and fucking sit on the bench, but I let the team down.
hey, I played
fully
one
in
game. We
6.
lost 4-0, but hey, yeah, I played.
We have that in common. We're both losers.
Hartman's just out here telling truth, I guess.
That's it. Yeah, I only
So-
speak the truth.
Alright, I have a question to ask the teams that are still in the playoffs.
Oh, that's not me.
Okay, I'll mute my mic.
We'll start with Dats. Dats, I love Datsy. So, who on your team, I guess, surprised you the most in the playoff series? Like, who stood out the most?
If I had to pick one guy, it would be probably Stealth Strike. He played one game, but he played really well.
Daryl's a great player.
Dude, Daryl always plays well, man.
Arlie, shut up! You're not in the playoffs. Just don't concern.
Yeah, Arlie, you're a fucking loser like me. Shut up, Scott Mountain, you fucking weirdo.
Gore picked up his game a lot.
Hardman, you running or not?
Take this helicopter.
I mean, you know, Datsy's got a great team. You know, it doesn't surprise me that you guys ran over Washington, even though Washington looked like a good team on paper. I mean, you know, Ottawa's that team is a deadly team.
We played really good team defense. I think that's the key factor to why we won. They had 24 shots in the 4 games we played them.
Wow, yeah, that'll definitely make a game. So,
Arlie, I'm about to boot you.
You can. Oh yeah, you can. You're in charge, TK.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you actually can.
I want to ask Jason. I don't want to ask TK because, you know, it's TK. Jason, who on your team played? Who do you think played the best? You know, I mean, there's a lot of guys, but I guess really, who stood out to you? Who stood out to you?
To you.
That's a tough one.
Not TK, to you.
I'd have to say, you know, first off, it's a team game. You know,
absolutely.
What we need to do. If there's anybody who really, really impressed during the series, I'd say it was Notorious Big.
Adam
out of Brooklyn.
BIG.
Yeah.
You know, Knuckles. You know, typical playoff Knuckles and typical playoff Jakes. I mean, I think those 3 really stood out, and you know, Doc shut them down in like the final 2 games.
I mean, that right there is a deadly core. You know, you got arguably the best centerman. Knuckles is playing center for you guys, right?
No.
Yes, mainly.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, that's arguably, you know, best centerman in the league. There's lots of top 2. I mean, top 3. You know, there's lots of great centermen. You know, but definitely, you know, he'd have my vote for being probably one of the best centermen in the league. And, you know, Miranda as well. Jake, sorry. Arguably one of the best defensemen in the league. That right there, you know, that's a great combo to have. You know, a great centerman, great defenseman that can lead a team in this league to a playoff spot. And, you know, having Nort as another centerman, he does play center for you guys too, right?
Right wing
center, but we've been using him mainly right wing, depending on this, you know.
Right wing. Okay, well, I mean, still, you know, he's a versatile player. You put him at center and wing too. You know, that's a great 1-2 punch, and that's deadly to have in a playoffs, especially on a great team like yours. It's great to have those kind of players on every line, and it's good to hear that you said Nort because, you know, Nort's a great guy, good player,
top party
good
presence
on and off the ice, you know. I would like to get TK's perspective, though.
on the playoffs.
Yeah. I got Jason's, but I want to get yours, too.
How do I say this without not sounding like an asshole?
It's me, guys. Every morning I wake up and I piss excellence.
No, nothing like that. It was just like, obviously, like,
Not today. You packed up.
we went into the series, like, obviously anything can happen and you can be surprised, but like as a team we were pretty confident that we were gonna take care of it in clean fashion. Like Knucklers, he's leading the playoffs in points. He had a great first round. J Claus is playing, meshing with the boys. Doc, of course, Doc's like been our rock all season. He's literally held us together, and he's gonna take us all the way to the cup.
Oh, fuck, that's right, you guys got Jake Claus too. Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Is he playing though? Is he
Yes,
playing?
yes,
he's
he
definitely
played
playing.
game 2 of round 1.
Me too. Let's go.
How about the same skill level as Jake Claus?
Time to flex the season 2 North Town.
Oh, man.
Candidate.
Who'd you lose to?
Worst owner of the year, biggest
What
idiot
kind of
of-
message did you send?
Abdel, what a great
Oh, there's a
guy.
rocket launcher fight going on over here, Hart.
What's that, sorry?
I was like, that's right. Abdel did beat you in Norris. I forgot about that.
So, round 2 predictions, boys. We'll start in the East instead of the West. Ottawa and the Rangers.
1-4.
Ottawa in 4.
Is that out of spite, or is that because you...
Fuck Jesse, man.
That's
right now, and he's
no.
been drinking all day, and I think we're gonna lose 2 more.
I think that's a real question, though. Are you just picking Ottawa in 4 out of spite, or are you picking
No,
them because you
Ottawa's
think
a good
Ottawa's that
team,
much
man.
better?
Arlie, you have
I
no
know.
say
I think
anymore.
I think it's a serious question.
Ottawa's a
Like,
good team, man.
I mean, I think everybody wants Ottawa to beat them in 4, but like in a realistic.
How about a player who stood out on LA?
I'm gonna say Ottawa in 5.
I'm gonna go Rangers in 5 as well. Or
I
not
think
Rangers,
that's-
Senators, sorry, Sens in 5.
Alright,
Holy
yo,
shit.
one guy at a time, one guy at a time.
Yeah, one guy at a time.
No, I did not mean that.
Yo, one guy at a time, yo. Hartman. Ottawa or the Rangers, series score.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count.
Hartman.
Yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one.
Okay, Arlie.
Why can't I hear
Ottawa
Hartman?
in
Did he
4.
mute me? What a prick.
He can hear you.
Tell him to rejoin the party. Whatever
that's
he
so
just
fucked
said,
up.
I cannot hear it.
Hartman, they probably can't even hear you on the podcast.
Maybe a little
That was pretty mean, I'll give you that.
I
Yeah.
don't think I have my voice shared for the podcast.
Whoops.
Oh my god.
Dads, come on, dog.
Let's start
Start
over.
over.
Go, Nika!
Tough. I didn't hear Arlie's
Hey guys, I
prediction.
just joined. Yeah, I'm new here. I'm Datsy. Hi.
Yeah, we all know who you are. Relax.
These guys are sweats.
Keegan, what's your prediction?
Same as Dad's. Ottawa in 5. We pretty much had the same predictions, but unanimously.
Alright, Jason.
I'm gonna have to say Ottawa in 5. New York, they have a good first line, a really good first line, but even with that, Ottawa, regardless of how you look at it, has a better depth, better Game 7 lineup. Best chance New York has if they take Game 1. I honestly don't see it happening.
I'm gonna give a little bit of insight here too. The boys are giving great avail now.
Okay, if
Oh,
Ottawa,
that's huge.
if Ottawa has good availability, I really do believe Ottawa in 4, and that's just as much as I don't care for Jesse. I just think Ottawa's good, man, and I think Ottawa's gonna stack the box against them, and I don't think that they're gonna be able to compete with them like they competed with Tampa. I just don't think that's the same team.
Obviously not. Ottawa's gross.
They play a very offensive-based game, and I just think with Ottawa's defense, it's just going to be too much for them to get going, and I think that it's just going to cause them to break down.
Pep's gonna have to stand on his head.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who you had next, Ethan, but I'm gonna just go with myself. I don't think that, sorry. I don't like the Rangers. I'm going Sens in 5, but I'd really like Sens in 4 because I can't stand that Ivan DeLosh kid on the Rangers. When that whole Rangers-Chicago game got blown up here a couple weeks ago, I said I'd put money on the game because people were chirping. I said I'd put money. I was that confident in Chicago by 5 or more, and not a one of them came and said a word to me after they got mopped. So
sounds like they have vaginas.
Yeah.
My internet just went full retard on me.
Oh, you should join my club.
Did you say that on a podcast?
I don't think you can.
No, you just.
Alright.
You can say that on the radio.
That's like Major League. You can't say goddamn on the air. It's not like anybody's listening anyway.
Alright, well.
Yo, so does anybody here watch
Okay,
NASCAR?
so hold on. Yeah,
Are we talking about Kyle Larson right now?
Yes. You guys want to know what Kyle Larson did yesterday? He said, "Fucking." on live air with like 60 other drivers, and yeah, he just got suspended.
Yeah, he's suspended. Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Fucking NASCAR.
Breaking news out of the FBHL. TK is now suspended for the playoffs, which is going on the podcast.
TK didn't say that. I think Platypus said that, actually. It's more something that he would say.
Alright, so, Jason said Sens in 5, yada yada yada, good lines, something like that. Who's next? TK.
Everybody's.
TK said Ottawa on 5.
I said Ottawa on 5.
I think
I'd really like to go
think everybody
Ottawa on
went.
4, but I just
I say Ottawa on 4.
Ottawa's just gonna piss on
Jakey is gonna get
GC.
the dicky, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
I'm
Jackie,
just gonna throw this out. I
Can we
play
put that on
Jiffy
a
tonight,
t-shirt?
and I'm left wing, he's right wing, and I'm running a fucking massive build, and he is gonna have a
Datsy?
concussion.
Datsy's gonna give him the BBC long dick,
You better
I've
get a couple
never
of
given anyone that.
Better get a
and
couple
then
of
Dats
checks.
is gonna send videos of him dancing to the F is for Friends chat.
Oh, that's lit. Who do we got next? We got...
Let's talk about Columbus, Detroit.
That'll be a good
Oh,
series.
okay,
That'll be a really good
that's
series.
a great series. I want to start that off. I think Detroit's gonna win in 7.
I'm the same.
I actually am taking Columbus here.
Okay.
They've been quiet all year. They're quiet. They've been under the radar, and Sink and Tim have put together a really solid team. It's
I'm also
definitely
going
to 7.
Columbus in 7. They're sneaky good.
They're like sneaky, quiet, good.
Yeah, like I played them both times that we played them this year, and they were resilient. Like they just played a very good team game. So yeah, I'm going Columbus in 7. No offense to my bros.
The difference for me, like they're both very similar teams, but Detroit has the chemistry that Columbus just doesn't have. Like they've been together forever, and also
disagree,
Detroit has
those
like the
guys-
best goaltending core in the whole league.
Those guys in Columbus, Sneaky, have been together for a while. I've been playing with them for a while in threes and WE and other leagues, and they've been together a long time. Tim, Stink combination, they've been playing a while. Savage, Chachi, yeah. Good guys.
I think either way, I think it could go either or.
Yeah, I
both
think
teams are amazing.
I think it's going to be a 7-game series regardless of what happens.
Detroit in 7.
I still give the edge to Miller's team there. It's I don't know. It's gonna be interesting though. That's for sure.
It's a tough one. No one fuck it up like me and Arlie did. Please.
Yeah, nobody dropped the
Speaking
ball and
of
gets swept.
Arlie and Jason, I guess. What do you guys have?
I have Columbus in 7. I love Brent. I love the Cinderella story. I love the team. I do give a lot of credit to Jared again, but I think last year didn't they get knocked out last year by you guys, Tyler, or did you guys lose to them? Or
We lost to them, and then
went
they
to the Cup
lost in the
Finals.
finals.
then they lost in the finals.
Yeah, no,
Like I
dude,
said,
Jeff Miller is a
team's
pain in my
been- yeah.
ass.
That team's been together a long time, man. They all know each other really well. I do give them a lot of credit. I mean, that's a great team, and to keep those guys together forever, man, you know, it takes a lot. I love the team, but I love Columbus more, and I just think Columbus is a team game, and they're a lot of guys that just want to win, and they have a lot of production. I just think that they're going to surprise everybody, and they're going to knock out Detroit, and they're going to move on. So
Then they're gonna beat Ottawa. Just kidding. I'm not gonna get fucking shot here.
Yeah.
Alright, next we got
I think you're gonna
Vegas
have Pitt
and
Burton.
San Jose.
No.
That one I'm looking forward to as
Hey,
well.
hold on. You can't have kids when you eat ass. I'm just saying. No kids that way.
Oh my God, man.
Just saying, you can't.
Let us finish our
can't.
playoff talk, then we'll talk
Okay,
about your
okay.
ass-eating experiences, man.
Dude, honestly, it's just so.
I really actually don't want to know that, but you know what? That's
a part of being on this
That's
show.
another podcast, boys.
Dude, I went full mohawk. You should have saw how I went dressed. I went ready to lady kill.
Did you show her the video?
Confirmed.
Datsy can confirm that I went
I can
lady
confirm
killing.
also.
Mohawk and man purse all together.
Yo, Harmon, did you show her the commercial?
You've seen it before, dude. I'm a famous.
Well, then, okay.
Why do you think she wants it?
Yeah, easy pussy, you know?
She saw how tight that Speedo was.
It was actually way too loose. She's like, why is there so much room?
Oh.
That's unfortunate. That's probably what you said to her as well.
I like sex.
Yeah, Harmon's toxic.
Whoa, why am I toxic?
I'm just busting your balls.
Anyway, San Jose in 6. Vegas is going to put up a really good fight. Vegas has got really, really sneaky lines. San Jose is going to edge them, though, but they're going to get them in 6.
Edge them.
I didn't even give my prediction for Detroit, but I'm going to say Detroit in 6.
Jason, you're like a day late and a dollar short, dude.
Yeah, we forgot to say
everybody was talking about Tyler's story, and I was just sitting here like, okay, just don't interrupt.
Well, Jason, are you eating ass or not? I'm more important.
No.
Sorry, didn't mean that.
Good.
That sounded a little rude. I call my dad and tell him I said that.
I almost spit up all my drink.
Christian father and tell him that you went and did that the day before Easter. At least you made it home for mass. That's
Dude,
all that matters.
I've warned my parents. I'm like, hey, if you ever get a call and someone says something about naked higgers or platypus, just hang up, please. Just hang up. Just hang up. It's not me. It's not your son.
Arlie, you laugh so weird, man.
Yeah, he laughs like he just ate a bucket of chalk.
No, dude, I just spent the night at the Corolla factory, man. I just teed off on all those fans.
Is that where you... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say something about a logo, but never mind.
Oh, the one that people drew with their feet.
GHA?
The one that Liam Blackett drew?
TK! Stop it.
You're that Dangle Like Dodge is now banned from the GHA.
Damn it.
Damn it!
Let's see. Keegan, who do you have out of Vegas and San Jose?
Oh, I forgot what I said. Someone has a screenshot of it, but I definitely picked San Jose. It was either in 5 or 6. I think it was 5.
I think I'm gonna take San Jose in 6.
Right on. Harmon.
Is that what I said?
I don't want to go, like, I fucking hate Jason and TK a lot right now, and I really want them to lose, but I don't think they will. And I really like to go against it and, like, hope they get their ass kicked.
Ass clown?
See, because everybody has a spite prediction, and then everyone has a realistic prediction. And you're giving
my spite prediction is I hope everyone fucking gets EA errors and they lag out and have to forfeit every fucking game. But that's not gonna happen. So they're gonna win like 4 or 5.
And you know they're gonna have to forfeit because the admins won't answer them.
Yeah.
Jason and TK.
I'm still left on red from the last message I sent Hank 2 weeks ago.
What is your guys' prediction?
You should just send Hank a question mark just so he knows you sent him a message.
2 weeks ago, still left on red.
No
Not kidding at all.
way.
What'd you get killed by, Arlie?
I got killed in this garage.
Alright, so Jason and TK aren't
open your
gonna
mouth.
answer. That's
Go
cool.
ahead, Jason.
I guess we can... you want me to go ahead?
Yeah. Because mine's gonna be
Well.
different than yours.
It probably will. Vegas is a good team, and I think me and TK also, we both said that Vegas is
I'm
a
back
big
in 81
sleeper.
seconds.
But yeah, Vegas is a very under the radar, sleeper team. I think it goes to 6. I think San Jose takes it.
I agree. TK?
So I had the
Would you
wonderful
agree?
privilege of playing Vegas 2 of the 4 times we played them this season. And the 2 times that I played them, we took 2 L's. They're
a fucking fat cock.
They're
sorry. I just died in Fortnite.
They actually have a very, very their team defense is really good. They trap very hard and good. And when they come into the zone, they're not as much skillful as they are just fluent, you know? Like it's just a good clean system. But now what
sounds like my best friend.
What it'll come down to is if will goalie gods play.
That's right.
If goalie gods plays, that's a difference maker. But
honestly, goalie gods has no excuse not to play. His team, I don't think, is in a playoff spot in LG, if I'm correct. And also, he's not gonna be thrown out anywhere. So.
I'm gonna go San Jose in 5 though, and if we lose a game tonight, then I'm gonna go us in 6. And the only
why do you say that?
Because I'm nervous.
Okay, Hartman.
Why are you nervous?
Because
wait, no, we could bring this up now. You brought it up before the podcast. What's Jason's record against someone on this team? 0-2.
At least this season 0-2.
Against who?
Against Vegas,
Hartman.
Yes.
Against 0-2 in Vegas, and you're stepping in game 1. Are you scared, Jason? You want to tell us?
I'm not gonna deny that I'm not nervous, but.
Hey Hartman, since we can't.
I also got a big dick and a lot of emotion, so I'm ready.
Jason losing the 2 games.
Exactly.
Oh, you want to side bet Jason loses his 2 games? Is that what you're saying? All right, I'll take you on $5.
Alright, sounds good.
You have him losing?
Alright.
Oh my God.
I have Jason losing.
Okay, we're in.
Jason loses 2 games.
Jason, if you fuck this up, I'm coming to St. Louis.
He actually lives in Granite City.
Next series we
Oh,
got.
I have his address. I sent it to him once.
I'll just go fuck myself, Harley. Next series we got LA in Colorado.
I really want LA to win. I like Matt Richards. He's a great guy, but fuck Pete and Polska. They left me high and dry. Everyone quit on me, and they wanted out. Actually, Peace quit on me, and actually I traded him for DK, and he probably didn't report at all. So that was a good trade for me.
Dumbass.
That's like a Tristan Vieira Monopoly trade right here.
He told me to get him, actually. Tristan's like, "It's good. Get him. He'll play for us." Okay, thank you. Kill myself.
Datsy, who do you got out of LA?
That's where the season went wrong.
Oh my God, it's like taking trade advice from Max Payne in Monopoly.
What has been your guys' availability? Like your
Our players
John
available has been
Silva?
pretty good. John usually gives us later in the week, but
and Cassidy's getting good for early.
oh yeah, Cass, everybody, Silva, Rolla.
I'm gonna take LM 6th.
After the availability chat you just had, it was like a side conversation.
Well, availability is huge. If people aren't gonna play, then they gotta put their 3rd line in, man. Hello?
Get it. I get it. We got fucked. We ran out of goalies.
Well, you guys, every lineup you put, you had like 2 good players though.
Is Zimmer playing center now, or is he not playing D anymore, or what?
He played one last week as center.
Zimmer's a good forward too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zimmy plays defense and forward, so
He's a utility player.
Yeah, he's good. I actually live like 2 hours away from him. Less than that, like an hour.
I live 6 hours south of that, so.
Arlie, who do you got in LA and Colorado?
LA in 7.
Okay. Jason?
I'm gonna have to say LA and 7. Love Matt Richards. Think he's a great owner. Both are very
Happy to have him
good
back
teams.
too.
But
Yeah, definitely. We missed him.
I think LA has more playoff experience. I think they're going to use that. So, 3rd game 7 against 3rd game 7. I think LA wins.
Alright. Hartman. I know you kind of said.
Dude, I like really want you guys to win. And like I know Matt Richards brought in, what is it, LG Calgary? Is that his team? I don't know. I don't really follow LG. I'm a CHL scrub, so and I play on fucking Trevor Jenner's team, so I just want to kill myself daily. So I don't really care
feel
about the
that.
biggies.
I felt that.
What, you want me to be more honest? Okay. Like, I'm not that good, but I can do
Elite
stats really
goalie,
fast.
though.
Yeah, I can do
Elite
stats
goalie, though.
in like under 5 minutes. I honestly think LA is going to win, but I think it's going to be LA in 6, and I think it's going to be because of availability issues. He's got his guys, he's got his prime guys, but when it goes late, I think he's going to have some issues.
You know, in playing in this format this year and like owning in it, man, it's just like it really you really have to really think these things out, and you know, it's a lot of what ifs. You got to play your lines on what ifs and stuff, and when it goes deep, you know, it's really you just don't know. So.
Absolutely.
What the fuck?
Yo, TK, what do you got?
I gotta go with the boys in 7.
Boys in 7. Respect that. Keegan, I know you're our starter.
Fuck it up.
Who do you got, Keeks?
I'm picking us in 6, and this is not to throw shade, but looking at their stats, they only have one goalie that's performing, so you need 2 goalies in the playoffs. You can't rely on one.
Okay, fair enough.
San Jose's only relying on one, though.
Fuck yeah,
Oh, here we go.
Sorry, I didn't mean to curse.
That's why
like
I'm here.
I don't know.
Hey, Arlie, how's it feel that your GM's still in the playoffs and you're fucking playing golf, you fucking loser? Remember, wasn't your GM last year?
Tristan,
Wasn't Jason
yeah.
your GM last year? He's having fun playing while you're fucking twiddling your dick
No,
on the sideline.
he's getting carried, man.
So are we. We're not good enough to play on our teams.
Jason wouldn't have gotten that much talent if it wasn't for.
He's better on his knees than us. Can you tell?
Yeah,
give him
man,
respect.
something.
Jason, there's my respect. That's as much respect as I'll give you in a sitting.
In a sitting.
Do you steal my potion?
Yeah, I did.
I'm sorry.
Ethan, what's your prediction?
Fucking A.
My prediction? I'm not really sure, to be honest. It's only because it's my team. I don't want to, you know, pick us and make us sound cocky.
I mean, it's not. That doesn't make you sound cocky. I mean, especially if you
sound
like the
confident.
Sixers. If you just say automatically, like every single round, oh, LA in 4, then you sound like. I'm not throwing shade at anybody. I'm just saying, like, if you just say that.
God damn it, Hartman, he's trying to fuck with us.
Yeah, he's calling us retarded. He's calling us fucking pillow eaters and shit. I get it.
We eat crayons at a
Well, you
factory.
just said
together.
earlier that Arlie sounds like he eats chalk, so I mean that's gotta be kinda close, you know.
Yeah.
What's chalk?
He had a steady diet of paint chips growing up.
No, wood chips on the playground.
Yeah. Don't talk about it, people die.
I was too broke for, I was too poor as a kid for paint chips, so I just settled for wood chips.
Well, I'm happy you found a way to kill yourself faster.
Yes, sir.
Fucking A, I suck.
I don't know. I think I gotta go with our boys in 6. I think we can pull it off.
I hope you're gonna pick your own team.
Well,
even if you think you're gonna lose, I hope you pick your own team.
I'm obligated to pick my own team.
So, Ethan, when we meet next week in the Western Finals, what's your prediction gonna be?
Oof.
LA in
I don't know.
LA in 7.
LA in 4.
Not LA.
I'm just kidding.
Not LA in 6. Helly in 6.
Helly in
LA in
6.
6.
Then you can put all the blame on me.
TK, you know, I think I'm just focusing on this week, and
Yeah, I see.
I'll
Now I'm
be
in your
back.
head. I'm in your head
all
now.
I'm gonna say though, TK, is I'll see you in this party next week to talk about.
Well, you're gonna
who
be
we
here
play.
anyway, idiot. You're a permanent member of the podcast crew, dog.
I'm only here because of Hartman. Let's be real.
Yo, you should honestly just join my threes team so I don't have to be stuck in that just breakaways.
I am
all
on your
fucking
threes
time.
team.
I know you don't show up ever.
Hartman, I need you.
You leave me all alone to get shit on all the time. We drafted you because you're good. We drafted me because of jokes. Don't you know this shit?
Yeah, I mean, like, who the fuck was that defenseman that we played with? That guy was like,
oh my god,
straight downs.
Dude, he got the chalk from Arlie and then fucking let it sit in his basement for a while. It went bad, then he ate it.
Dude, that guy's got some issues. Holy
I knew there was an issue when he joined the team. He's like, so I believe the Dallas FB club. I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, oh fuck. Michael Jordan's team.
Oh my god. Well, okay, yeah, there's your fucking issue. You came, dude. Yeah,
I'm gonna laugh
MJ.
if Michael Jordan's watching.
You died early?
Yeah, I told you I needed you like 3 times now.
TK, you keep your mouth shut, alright? You fucking...
I plead the fifth.
You feel like
You already know what MJ and I have, but nobody else needs to, right?
Such a loving relationship.
It's a beautiful relationship.
Loving is a fucking very extensive word.
Let's just say that they're blossoming.
That's a fun way of putting it. But yeah, TK, you shut your mouth.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh man, yeah.
So,
I hope everybody.
So,
I got this. Just
so
remember.
about eating ass, or get back to that yet?
There we go. See, that's what I
That's what
came
people
here.
came to watch, man. They don't care about the podcast. They came here to watch
okay.
this.
Oh, you want me to lay the mood? Okay, so we're sitting there. My friend's 45
boy.
and she's 40. So like, I'm out of my fucking element. I'm 30. So we put on some Excision live bits, heavy dubstep, because you got to set the mood somehow. I don't know how that did. So I threw it and just started finger blasting her while my friend's on the couch next to me.
Oh my god!
Yo, hold up.
Okay, you have questions?
Dubstep.
Type in Excision, and then you'll know exactly. You'll put one song on, and you'll just fucking laugh your fucking ass off.
Okay. Should I find this on Spotify or like YouTube?
It'll be on both. Excision, 12th Planet. I'm a fucking dubstepper. I go to dubstep festivals. I like to have fun.
Excision 12 dubstep?
Excision, 12 Planet. Did that come up? 12 Planet is fucking nasty. Just type in Excision Livewire, that's a pretty good song, but like, it's just not, like, if you were like going to church, it would be like the last thing you put on. It's like the heavy metal, but anyway, so I put up a little pillow for it and just started going to town while he's sitting next to me, and like, she starts fucking making sounds, and I'm like, come on, dude, like, it's right there, like, how are we gonna do this? Oh, here it is, yeah. It's not a nice song.
This is what you're listening to. Well, you finger blast her.
My friend's sister, yes.
Okay.
Yes. You see how you can get into the rhythm of it?
Dude, this is...
It's really good, I know, thank you.
So
I'm going to town.
Alright,
so I'm going to
continue.
town, yeah. So I'm going to town, and like, she's like, I'm like, can you really make that sound to dubstep? Like, can I pull this off? I don't know. Like, do you really like music that much? So I kept going to town. And then they pull out a bag of Coke, and I'm like, this is going where I want. So things, one Xanax, a couple of lines later, we get up to the room, and lay her down, spread the cheeks, and get right in there, baby. I don't know, I like it. Tastes good.
Oh my god.
Do it again Wednesday. Do it again Wednesday, Saturday. Make it a 3 times a week thing. Why not? Quarantine sex. I need it. I'm fucking out of shape. It feels good.
So Hartman's over here eating the ass of somebody 10 years older than him, and I'm about to get engaged. Rip.
Yeah, and she probably has corona. I'm getting corona of the ass.
So,
it's like that episode of South Park where you get Asperger's.
I still can't believe that you're like finger blasting her and listening to dubstep at the same time.
Live shows with three of us on the couch in the same room, like
that just blows my mind.
blows my mind too, dude. Oh, Ethan, can I send you? Hold on, I'm gonna send you the picture of what I looked like before I left.
Alright, let's see it.
Oh, is this the picture of what you dress like? Oh my god, I love this picture, dude.
So during
Hartman looks like one of those guys that take his family on spring break to frickin' Florida, but he's never been there before.
Okay,
Exactly
Ethan, let's just
what
hear
you
your
just
reaction real quick. I have this thing during quarantine. I like to give myself a mohawk daily because I think it's funny and I don't see people when I sit here in my underwear. But Ethan, can you describe that to the viewers?
So you got a mohawk. Okay, this is before you went to the house.
Yes, that was right before. I can
That was right
verify.
before. I texted Arlie. I actually sent him the picture. I was pretty pumped up after I got dressed up.
Okay,
he also took an after picture after he was done too, right outside her house.
I wish. I'll do that next time for you.
I'll take that.
It doesn't even have words.
I don't know how to explain this. You got what looks like a satchel.
Can you make it? Yeah, it's definitely man purse. Get it fucking right. You
I wish TK could put it on the stream so all the viewers could see it.
Like a
satchel. You got your mohawk.
Obviously, a good mohawk.
Your sunglasses. You're gonna
sweatpants.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do?
Sweatpants, you know, and these are like, you know, like
it's not
40,
degrees out.
50 year old.
Dude, it's hard to actually operate in 90 degrees in sweatpants. I'm just saying. It's skillful.
I can imagine, you know.
I'm fat too. I'm like 270 pounds, so like each fucking drop of sweat is like a pound gone.
And I feel like you already know that you're going to listen to dubstep and Finger Blaster on a couch.
Dude, Excision has live sets going on this weekend. They have a 3-day couch set. I'm gonna be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so I'll have a lot of after pictures for Keegan.
Bet.
I mean, you know what? That's.
I'm not gonna stop, and I talked to my friends about it, and I'm not gonna tell my friend unless he asks, because I want to be able to look him right in the face and be like, "Yeah, I did."
Dude, I'm looking at all the pictures that we've.
Just link them to the podcast.
Send to each other.
Oh god.
I wouldn't link most of those to any podcast. Hi, it's been a while since I've sent you things. Are there some old Dallas things that when we used to play in Dallas with the Photoshop and Desi? No, Desi. There used to be pictures of me like fucking Desi all over the internet. I don't know why. Maybe because I enjoyed it, but.
Who's
Remember
Desi?
those? It was Desi and Nico. They used to play with us in Skyler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they were on my season 6 and 7 Blues.
Yeah, they lived together, and
Yeah.
Nico's actually a good goalie.
Yeah,
Desi actually started playing goalie. Yeah.
I actually when they when they played FB with us, Desi, Nico, and I were a forward pair.
So, yo, Hartman, I'm looking through the photos that we've sent to each other, and I just found this one. And I kind of just chuckled a little bit because, you know, reminds me of like season 3 Dallas.
That's so funny. It's a picture of a dead fetus, and it says "dabortion," and he's like doing a dab.
You guys are fucked.
It's just such a solid meme. I gotta forward that a couple places.
I'm sending that in the FBHL media.
I sent it to my FS for Friends chat immediately.
Man, Hartman today, just so you guys know, Hartman's been Snapchatting me pictures today of all the babes he's been scoping out on the beach.
Oh, I've been sending it to Arlie as well, dude. I just sit outside my window, and I'm sitting here in underwear and a collared shirt, because I have to have a collared shirt for work, but I don't want to put on pants. And I just stay there and fucking snap pictures and send them to TK all day. Snipers on the beach.
Literally, that's all he's done all day today.
Wait, Hartman, I think I actually have you on Snapchat.
I've been sending it to Arlie. I sent it to Skillsy as well today. Oh my god, Arlie. That
Your
was
Snapchat name is Tarboy?
Yeah, I was the first boy, so I didn't have to put 1 or 2.
Okay.
Oh, that picture of
You laugh like you're Downsy, man. What the fuck?
That picture.
Tarboy. Where does Tarboy get a name like that?
Hello?
I'm sorry, I just got a text message and I can't multitask at the same time. My brain actually shut off when I have to do something else. It's called autism.
Yeah, I can't walk and chew gum, you know?
I can't tie my shoes and breathe.
I can't eat crayons and huff paint at the same time.
I
Sure
know.
you can. It's not that hard.
Yeah, please try.
I can't get a girlfriend.
I can.
Dassy, can't you just tell him that it's playoff Dassy time and you're just gonna go to town on her clit?
Yeah, give him your Tinder bio.
I like to do this thing where like I pretend like I get better at sex when I put my hat on backwards.
Oh, I used to tell girls I was virgins all the time because every girl wants to try to break in a virgin. It was the best.
Jason just got short-sighted in our game.
Don't say that. Don't say that, Dad.
He actually did. He actually did. He actually did.
Oh my God.
He actually
Ruin his
did.
confidence.
I'm dead serious. He actually did.
Oh, I should probably end the podcast for it.
Yeah, we probably should.
Good luck, everyone. Yeah, good luck, everyone.